starting off in a child's pose today. Your knees can be together or apart. Go ahead and sit on your heels, big toes touching. And just start to drop and kind of round your spine over your knees, kind of rounding toward the floor. Child's pose. Letting your head rest. If it comes down to the floor, great. If it doesn't, you can stack it on your forearms and just kind of easy. We'll take a few breaths, just kind of maybe rocking the hips side to side, just to feel the back of the body. Big inhales as you're just kind of grounding here. Big exhales. Allowing that inhale to really spread open the lungs, the whole back of the body, the whole front, all the sides of your armpits, and even the low back, expanding and contracting. Okay, at some point, it might feel nice to reach your hands out here. Okay, taking more of an active child's pose today because it's chilly in my little yoga room. Gotta warm it up. So active in your child's pose, maybe continue to press your legs gently against the ground. So remaining a bit active in the lower body, start to activate the upper body, pressing downward. I like to make spiders out of the hands and make the arms nice and long, like tentacles, okay? And then we want to think of maybe dropping the head here, but think of lifting your elbows, kind of creating a big space in your armpits. And I like to look under one armpit at a time, taking a little twist side to side. So as you inhale, look all the way under one armpit, twisting your spine. Okay, keep breathing side to side, keeping the long armpits away from the ears feeling. So we can really start to connect to this big twisty movement in the spine here. It should feel nice in your back. Okay, as you're ready, come back in through center. Starting to get a little warmer here. Ground your palms if they were up. And we're gonna pull it up to hands and knees, finding a nice tabletop. Okay, pose here in your tabletop. Remember that your upper body and your lower body are equally strong. And you're like a bridge with very precise architecture where the weight-bearing hands are under the shoulders and the weight-bearing knees are under the hips, and everything else lifting up away from the earth. Okay, feel the shoulder blades kind of sliding away from each other, already beginning maybe to stretch open the backs of the shoulders. And we'll do some good old-fashioned cat-cows here. So with your inhale, pull back on your hands, think of pulling your heart forward. And exhale, push the earth away, round your spine. And we'll do a few more like that. Just kind of take on your own pace. Inhaling, arching upward, think of pulling back with your hands. And exhaling, push the earth. So you can make this a little side to side, kind of snaky-ish too, because we really want to get into the whole rib cage, the whole spine. So maybe 3 more. Okay, you want to think of using every single muscle in that torso. Okay, next time you're in a cow pose with your arched spine, your heart pulling forward, hold it right there. You're thinking of looking forward, but you still have a nice tuck in your chin, so the neck is long. Hold and breathe in your cow shape, stretching open your front body. Okay, lift the belly away from the floor, even as you arch your spine. And then we're going to flip it around to a cat pose. So push the floor away here. Hold it and breathe. Okay, really drop your head. See if you want to shake it out a little bit. Stretching open your back. Maybe one more breath here. Feels nice. All right, let it go. Bring it back to a tabletop here. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Look at you off your wrists here. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet. Take a moment to bend your knees and just hang. You can shake your head. I like to do a little swaying side to side here, gently activating a flex in each knee. Flex. Okay, and extend. And then maybe taking your feet a nice wide here, maybe as wide as your mat. Okay, little bend in the knees, of course, and those feet are nice and parallel. Go ahead and roll yourself up. Take a big breath in as you do it. Think of expanding that front body up and open. Okay, with your exhale, we're gonna squat. Okay, so bend your knees, drop your tailbone down to the earth. Nice wide squat here. Feel like you're pulling your belly button up and in. Inhale all the way up to standing here. We're gonna do it again. Exhale down to a squat. Knees point over your toes. Tailbone points at the earth. One more. Inhale up. Nice and slow. Exhale down. Activate those legs. Drop the tailbone. Inhale up here, and we're going to fold. Okay. Exhale, hinging and folding at your hips. Hands all the way down. Okay. Walk it forward to a downward facing dog. Hips in the air. Your body makes just about a right angle with the earth. Okay. Just about. And hold and breathe here in your downward facing dog. You might pedal out your heels a bit. Okay, flexing the knees, extending the knees. And I like to do a little rolling over the tops of the toes just to stretch out your feet. And maybe even come up on your fingertips while you do that, stretching out your wrists. Okay, this first down dog can always be a little interpretive, right? Okay, remember your options in downward facing dog. If you ever need to take a break, you can bend the knees a lot, okay? And that makes it a nice kind of a medium dog. And you can always just take a low dog with your hands on, or with your knees on the ground. So feel free to always modify, take breaks, interpret these suggestions I throw out there. Okay, we're gonna build a gentle flow, friends. We'll do it nice and slow, and then we'll just see where it takes us. Squaring off in your downward facing dog. Remembering to take breaks if you need to. Remembering to modify. With your inhale, we're going to get that right leg up in the sky. Just imagine lifting the heel as the toes point down at the earth. Okay, exhale here. Draw that right foot forward. See if you could drop it outside your right hand. And it's okay if it takes a few steps. Okay, go ahead and drop the back knee. And you could come up on your fingertips here, finding a low lunge. Okay. In your low lunge, you want to make sure your front knee is over your ankle, ideally like a column would, okay, a weight-bearing column. And you want to make sure the back knee is happy, so you can put it wherever it likes to be. Okay, in your lunge, we're going to use the right knee as a press up, friend. Okay, press yourself up. And if you will not come down, you'll take a break. But if everything's good, go ahead and reach up. And then find your lunge shape. Think of pressing both legs against the earth. Lifting your belly in to protect your low back. Keeping that low back safe is always one of our priorities, no matter what. Okay, maybe one more breath in this shape. I like to do a little sparkle gun, okay, and shoot it back behind me. So make a long neck here. For your last breath, maybe lifting your heart. Okay, bringing it down out of your lunge. Go ahead and drop the hands under your shoulders. We're going to come out with the right leg in the air. So lift the back knee. Inhale, send the right leg in the sky. Three-leg dog. Just for fun, bend the knee, point the toe at the back of your head. Okay, and exhale. Drop that foot back to downward facing dog. Let's go straight to the other side. Inhale here, left leg up in the air. Think of the heel going up as the toes point down. And exhale, left knee forward. See if you could drop the foot close to the left hand there. Take your time. Okay, you have tons of time. Drop the back knee. Get comfortable in your lunge first, because you know we'll be there for some time. And then when you're comfortable, you come up. Maybe you stay down today. Who knows? But set up the front knee to be like a column over the front ankle, okay? We want strong belly muscles protecting the low back always, and just making life more fun when we have low back protection, yeah? Okay, we're gonna get the hands up, maybe fancy yoga sparkle gun that shoots back behind. So sometimes we move in our shapes, and sometimes it's good to just hold in the shapes. We can build a lot of warmth just holding. So maybe one more big breath here, perhaps lifting the heart up and out of your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Okay, as you're ready, let it go. Drop the hands. Coming out through a 3-leg dog. If you lift the back knee, we're all set to get the left leg up in the air. Big breath in, just for fun, bend the knee, point the toe at the back of your head. Maybe arch your spine a little bit. And then exhale, drop the foot, downward facing dog. Okay, let's take a little break and we'll come back to this flow and we'll build on it like a ladder flow, okay? With your inhale, move your heart forward to a plank. With your exhale, maybe hop halfway to your hands and then walk the rest of the way. A little hop, hop, walk, and fold. Bend the knees as much as you like when you fold, like you're hugging your legs. Okay, as you inhale, we're gonna roll it up, square off in your feet, contract all your back body muscles, and roll up in the front. Exhale here, knees point out over your toes, down into a little squat, little chair squat. Utkatasana, pull the belly up and in, point the tailbone down. Okay, inhaling up to stand, maybe lift your heart, spread open your chest. Exhale all the way down to the fold that you just left. On your inhale, come halfway up. Think of unrolling your spine just to look forward. And exhale, fold it all the way, hug your legs. Okay, palms are down here. Inhale and step your feet back to a plank. Plank can have knees up, plank can have knees down. Either way is good. Exhale here all the way to the floor. Okay, with your inhale, peel that heart up and open. Pull back on your elbows. And exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog, okay? And take 5 or 6 breaths here in down dog. Okay, we'll go back and do that little vinyasa again after the next round. It'll be familiar. So notice the legs here. We should have some nice warmth in the backs of the legs, hopefully feeling your shoulders starting to loosen up too. Okay, going back to our flow. As you're ready, we have the right leg in the sky. So inhale here, right heel goes up, right toes point down. Maybe just for fun, you bend the knee, point the toe at the back of your head here. And then exhale, step the right foot forward outside your right hand. Now the back knee can go down like we did before, or you can keep it up. It's really up to you. So you decide. With your inhale, sweep your hands up into the air. So you're finding either a low lunge or a high lunge, whichever one you like, okay? So in your low lunge or your high lunge, you're gonna push your hands against push your feet against the floor, okay? Both feet pushing down equally. Remember to bend your knees as much as you need to, okay? You want a nice 90-degree angle in this front knee. That's kind of what we go for. And we're lifting the belly up and in. Now we're gonna add a twist to our shape, okay? So we're gonna twist over to the right. So keep your legs strong and stable and twist over to the right. Hold and breathe. Holding and breathing in your shape. Remembering you can drop the back knee at any time. Do your best to drop the shoulders away from your ears and keep pushing against the earth. Okay, and maybe at some point, maybe, who knows, you start to drop the back hand and lift the front hand and start to stretch open this left side. Just see what happens. If the back knee is down, sometimes it's a little more manageable. You can just kind of feel it out. Okay, in your big twisted lunge shape. Take one more big breath. Maybe lift that heart a little bit more. Okay, and then with your exhale, we're coming on down. So drop those hands under your shoulders. And again, we'll come out through a three-leg dog like we did before. So with your inhale, right leg in the sky, three-leg dog. Maybe you like to bend the knee here, point the toe at the back of your head. And exhale, drop that right foot, downward facing dog. Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale here, left leg in the sky. Toes point down, internally rotating hip. Maybe add the knee bend, point that toe as your head. And exhale, step to the lunge. So we have that left foot stepping forward, outside the left hand. So you can drop the back knee here like we did at first, or you could keep it lifted for more warmth building, okay? And with your inhale, all the hands in the sky, finding your lunge shape. So low lunge is good. Crescent lunge, high lunge is good too. No matter where you are, push the earth with the legs. Okay, I don't know about you, but once I really engage my legs against the floor, I feel the posture come to life. Okay. And then we're going to add the twist as you're ready. Strong in your stable base. You're going to twist over to the left, holding and breathing. Okay, and I'm going to spin around to face you, but we are in the same place in our twisted lunge. So keep the lower belly strong, supporting the low back. Keep pushing those legs down. And then maybe we start to let the back hand drop and the front hand lift, cultivating a big stretch along the right side. Hold and breathe. In your shape, extending out through all of your fingers and toes. Take up all the space on your mat for one more big breath. Okay, we're gonna let it go with control. All the hands down under the shoulders, coming out through a three-leg dog. With your inhale, left leg in the sky. Maybe point that toe at the back of your head. Exhale, left foot down, downward facing dog. Walk it off. Ooh, shake it off. Okay, let's do a little vinyasa break, shall we? So you're welcome to skip the vinyasa if you need a little break. And then we'll meet back in that downward facing dog. So yogi's choice to come along for the little interlude. With your inhale, heart forward to a plank pose. And then we're going to try that same little hop. Okay, with your exhale, hop maybe halfway to your hands and then step the rest of the way. And fold, bending your knees, hug your legs. Inhale, slowly roll yourself up. Think of the front body stretching open. Okay, down into a little chair squat on your exhale. So exhale, the tailbone goes down, the knees point directly forward. Inhale up, maybe a little lift in your heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. On your inhale, roll halfway up. Think of unrolling your spine. And with your exhale, hinge and fold. Hug those legs. Palms down. Inhale to your plank. You can hop, you can step. Okay, either is good. And exhale all the way to the floor. Okay, pulling those elbows in here, squeeze them in as you inhale, pull your heart up. Think of lifting the heart up and open. Exhale here, make your way back to down dog. Some folks come up through hands and knees. Some folks do plank. Take some time here. Okay, maybe 5 or 6 breaths in downward facing dog or child's pose, taking a break in child's pose if that's more the vibe of your practice today. You're always interpreting and listening to your instincts during your practice. Okay, let's add something onto our twisted lunge shape. Here we go. from your downward facing dog. With your inhale, right leg in the sky, think of heel up, toes point down. Maybe point the toe at the back of your head. And with your exhale, step forward to the lunge. The back knee could be up or down, yogi's choice. With your hands, sweep up on your inhale, hands up, legs strong. Exhale, twist to the right like we did before. Okay. With your inhale, tip the back hand down, tip the front hand up, do that side stretch, stretch it open. With your exhale, drop the left hand, lift the right hand up in the sky. Hold and breathe here. I'm going to spin around to face you, okay? But we are in the same position. Okay, so here you're in this twisted lunge. So again, the back knee could be down here. Fantastic if the back knee is up or down. But either way, push the earth with both legs. Push down, 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 down. And then think of the bottom elbow being really bendy here, pointing at the back of your mat. So the bottom elbow, the bottom shoulder, very active. And we're going to move from here, stretching open your back body. So take a big breath in. Think of opening your heart, reaching up to the sky. With your exhale, reach that right hand underneath your left and reach really far. Reach as far as your little arm can reach. Think of stretching open the back of your body. And we're going to come up on the inhale, reaching just like we were before. Big breath in. And exhale, reach and stretch it out. So back knee up or down is still good. Let's just do 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch it up and open. Maybe close your eyes. Sometimes it's nice to move without visual input. 1 more. Stretch. And stretch. Okay, nice movement for your whole upper and lower body. Right here, go ahead and drop your hand underneath your right shoulder and we'll come out through that same 3-leg dog. Okay, inhale here, right toes point up and back at your head. And exhale, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Okay, on the left, let's go. Inhale here, left leg up, maybe bend the knee. Exhale, left foot steps to the lunge, just like before. With the back knee up or down, yogi's choice. Inhale, all hands up to the sky. Okay, strong legs, firm foundation, safe low back. And then exhale, twist to the left, pushing down against that earth, still with your firm foundation. Okay, inhale here, back hand down, front hand up. Stretch open your right side. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Drop that right hand. Find this more grounded twist. All right, so I'm spinning around to face you again. Wow, moving around a lot today. I'm working. Okay, so in your lunge, hold and breathe. Find your shape. Sometimes we move, sometimes we stay. Push the earth with your legs. Soften that bottom elbow to turn your shoulder on. Okay, we want that shoulder time and we want to open the chest from there. So finding your biggest inhale here. With your biggest exhale, we're going to reach under that right arm. Reach really far, stretch open your back. And then we're going to do a few more like that, maybe 3 or 4. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under. And just find your pace. Maybe try this one with your eyes closed. Big ringing out for your spine. Nice warmth in the legs. Okay, 1 more. Go ahead and drop that left hand underneath your left shoulder. We'll come out through that 3-leg dog. Maybe pointing that left toe at your head. And exhale here, downward facing dog. Okay, welcome back to downward facing dog. It should feel really different. We've moved a lot. We've created a lot of warmth and fluidity. Okay. But take maybe a child's pose break here, maybe just a few breaths in a downward facing dog, but just feel how your shoulders feel different. Push the earth away from you in your down dog. Maybe close your eyes. All right, let's go back to that little vinyasa. Okay, same one we did before. You're welcome to take a child's pose break here if you need one, or come along on our little interlude vinyasa. So inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale, maybe hop, maybe step to your hands. Yogi's choice. And fold. Inhale, roll it up. Just like before. Lift your heart. Push down with your heels. Exhale down into your chair squat. So bending those knees, drop the tailbone. Inhale, press it up. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold it. Okay, halfway up, inhale, think of looking forward. Big fold, exhale. Palms down, inhale back to your plank, hop or step. Okay. I like the little hop and step combo, it's good. And then exhale all the way down. Pull the elbows in, keep them in. Inhale for your cobra, pull the heart open. I like to think of pulling the mat back here. And then exhale all the way down. Tuck your toes, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. All right. So we're gonna go back to our flow, and we're gonna bring our flow into more of a stretchy and kind of low place, and kind of enjoy the warmth that we've created, and give ourselves some time to maybe release tension in the legs and back. Okay, so back to our flow with our inhale, right leg in the sky, toes point down, maybe the toes point at the back of the head. Exhale, step to the lunge, right foot forward. Back knee up or down. With your inhale, all hands in the sky. Pressing the legs against the earth, lifting that heart. Exhale, twist to the right, just like we did before. See if you could drop a little lower into your lunge. Inhale, tip the back hand down, the front hand up. And exhale, reverse it. All the left hand down and right hand up. Nice. From here, drop the back knee, okay? Your right hand is already up. It's out of the way. So keep it up as you walk your right foot over to the left. And then once your foot is out of the way, drop that right hand. And see if you could just ease that right knee down towards your right hand as coming down into a pigeon pose. Okay, pigeon pose is such a great reward after we've warmed the legs and we've warmed the hips and we've done our warm-up homework. So now we can just enjoy it. Okay, in your pigeon, I just want to encourage you to take a moment to stay up in your pigeon, even if you have to take the fingers out in front to support, but make sure the hips are nice and level, of course. We always want some low back protection from the lower belly, and we always want some internal rotation in the left hip. So the top of the left foot is on the floor, okay? And once you feel good about that, you want to make sure to fine tune the bend in the right knee, okay? Just for you. Some folks are going to want the knee a little closer, or the foot a little closer to the hip. Some folks are going to want the foot further away. Another thing is the hips may not come all the way down, and that's okay. They don't have to. They can be nice and high, but we'd rather the hips be level than be on the floor. So just some fine tuning in that pigeon is always in order, I think. And then once you feel comfortable in your pigeon, activate those legs against the floor. So you're going to actively push the floor. And remember, just a little goes a long way. Doesn't have to be a lot of strength, but maybe start to, once you've got that strong base, then fold your upper body over that front leg. And we're going to hold and breathe and just enjoy pigeon for a little while. So close your eyes and settle in. Let your face melt and smoosh onto the floor. But do this. Keep the lower body active, just a little, pushing the floor down. Okay, breathe into that right hip. It's getting a great release right now on the right outer hip. Not to mention, we're really changing the blood flow and kind of wringing out the tissues. So it's a wonderful, wonderful for your hip. Okay, breathing here. Take your time, lose track of time. Let the shoulders melt off of your back. See if you could wiggle your chest a little closer to the floor, maybe. As you find the perfect balance between effort and ease here in your pigeon, find that homeostasis between how much just enough to press the earth away and how much just enough to release across the back body. The perfect dance. Okay, what a great reward after all the nice lunging we did. Okay, it's time to take your last breath here. Make it a nice long inhale, pressing the earth away. And a nice long exhale, releasing the back body. And slowly extract yourself. I don't know about you, but I could stay in pigeon for another 10 minutes if somebody would let me. Okay, but we're gonna move on, okay, just for our purposes today. Coming up and out, it's gonna feel really nice to stretch that right leg up in the air. So maybe in a down dog, maybe on a hands and knee position, we're gonna stretch the right leg out, extend the knee, extend the hip. Okay, should feel really good to expand all that. Maybe even point that toe at the back of your head. Okay, exhale here, drop that right foot. Downward facing dog, welcome back. Walk it out. Hopefully noticing a really big difference in the legs here, okay? So nice opening across the back of the right leg, definitely noticeable on my end of things, friends. Okay, let's do the other side. Straight into it. Inhale here, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, step to the lunge. Low lunge or high lunge, yogi's choice. Inhaling all the hands up. Think of stretching open the front body, protecting the low back. Exhale, look to the left, twist, open the arms, maybe drop a little lower. Inhale, back hand tips down, front hand tips up, stretching open the right side. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Okay, so the back knee still up or down, yogi's choice. Okay, but while we have the left hand up, let's shimmy the left foot to the right and get it out of the way. Okay, then the left hand comes down, drop down into your pigeon pose. Okay, take your time and just know that your hips are different. They are siblings, not twins. So sometimes your left knee is gonna want a totally different thing here than your right knee. So get to know them. Okay, you can bring the foot in or closer or in or further away from you. Your hips are level and the right hip is pointing down. And then once everything is set up, then we press the legs down against the earth, pushing the earth away just enough. And then we fold, walking the hands out. Drop that head. If it'll come down, you can rest it if you want to on something. Enjoy your pigeon. We earned it today. Okay, and you deserve to feel really relaxed here. Okay, but just enough effort in the legs to make it effective, because you also want to Use your time well, your yoga time. Breathing deeply in your pigeon. Take some more time. Okay, we're looking for some nice release around the left outer hip here, perhaps. Some folks may be in the low back. Some folks may be in the upper body and the shoulders. We're all so different. But wherever you are, make sure it feels nice. And if you ever feel anything painful or strainful or stressful, you just back out and take a moment to find something comfortable. Okay. Okay, pigeon, what a wonderful, sweet moment in a day. Take your last breath here. Make it a big breath in. And a really deep exhale. We shall extract ourselves now. So walk the hands back out. Coming out through a 3-leg dog, okay? Feels nice to extend that left leg all the way out. Decompress all those joints. Stretch it out for a moment. Okay, brand new leg. How amazing. And then bring it down, downward facing dog. Okay. Welcome back to downward facing dog. We're going to do another vinyasa. It'll be our last round of our little vinyasa between. So feel free to take a child's pose and rest or come along. We'll meet up. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale, maybe hop step to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up to your standing mountain pose. Reaching your heart up. Exhale down into your chair squat, dropping that tailbone down, but keep the heart up. Inhale, stand tall, maybe lift the heart an inch higher. Exhale, hinge and fold it. Come halfway up on your inhale, look forward. Make a big fold on your exhale, hug those legs. Nice work, legs. Okay, palms are down. Inhale to your plank, hop or step. Exhale all the way down. Pull your elbows in while you do it. Inhale for your cobra, little back extension, elbows in. Pull the heart up as you inhale. And exhale. Bring it down. Meet up in downward facing dog. This will be our last downward facing dog of this practice. So let's just see how it feels. Okay, push the earth away with your hands and your feet. Let your elbows engage inward toward each other slightly and let your shoulder blades just slide away from your ears. Feel your neck grow long and soft. Maybe shake it. No. And yes. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk to your hands and fold. Okay, we spent a lot of time on our wrists today, and I think they deserve a reward. So how about this funky little forward fold posture that I'm going to suggest? Put a nice bend in your knees, and this, I believe this is called gorilla pose. So kind of embody this gorilla spirit here with your bent knees and your bent arms, and take one palm to flip upward so that the fingers point back at you. Okay, and you're going to slide that palm under one of your feet. And you could just do one. If one feels like a lot, then just do one. But if it feels okay, you can do two hands, one hand under each of your feet. And so keep your legs and arms bent. So keep it really soft. And then let your head go. See if you could shake your head out and just let it hang. And think of here, maybe one hand at a time, maybe think of trying to pull the hand up a little bit, getting a good stretch in your wrist. Okay, nice massage for the hands. Hardworking hands they are. Okay, take good care of them. Okay, what a nice little fold. Go ahead and drop your hands back to the floor whenever you're ready. Bend those knees and come all the way down to a seat. Okay, shake your legs out. Take a moment here. Okay, we're bringing our practice vibe down closer to the floor here, getting a little more stretchy and a little more relaxed. So from here, we'll take the left foot in. Go ahead and tuck it close to your hips. And I'm actually going to turn out to face you because I want you to think of doing the left leg, sorry, the right leg long and out to the right, but it can be bent, okay? And then the left foot is really tucking in so that the knee points out to the left. So I call this a half straddle because it's like a straddle, but one leg is bent, okay? And then remember to bend the knee a lot if you want, and only a little if you want, but always keep a little bit of flexion in it so that it doesn't hyperextend, okay? And we're gonna lengthen into this side body. So go ahead and take your right hand to your left hip and your left arm up. And then plug that left shoulder down into your shoulder socket. Plug it down in, and we're gonna drop into the left hip as we lean over to the right. Okay, reaching out nice and long, just as far as you like. And then reach it back up to the sky. We can think of inhale, reaching up, plugging down into the left shoulder, dropping the left hip, and exhale, reach over to the right. So stretch it out. Let's just do a couple more like that. Inhale, reach up, reach high, but shoulder stays low. Exhale, reach over. Maybe two more. Up. It's a nice stretch for that side, the low back. Okay, one more. Reaching over to the right and hold it there. So if you like, you can let go of the right hip and just drop the right elbow to the right thigh. Okay, it's a nice little kind of a supporting column that you make with your arm. And then you can bend the left elbow, okay? And look at the ceiling underneath it. So a big twist, a big spreading open feeling in your chest. Okay, nice breath here. Okay, you could, if you like, if it's a nice stretchy feeling, if you can keep the left hip down on the floor, you might bring the right elbow inside the right knee and use it to kind of press and twist open. Okay, if it's comfortable, not if it's stressful. Okay, maybe taking one more big breath in here. Peel open that left side. All right, let's let that go. Bringing that left hand down to the floor. You can push yourself up here, press yourself up. And we're gonna keep the left knee, but we're gonna pick it up. And just press the foot down by your hips here. Give that knee a nice squeeze in towards your chest. Okay, so hug it, sit up nice and tall. And then once you feel like, okay, you could kind of stay in here for a little while. Okay, the hip is kind of softened up. We're gonna get the right arm to wrap around the left leg so the left hand can come behind and find a nice twist here. Holding and breathing. We want to think of the spine being super long. The deeper you breathe in your twist, the better. Just massaging all those organs, massaging all the tissues of your torso. Maybe even for a few breaths, taking your right elbow outside your left knee. So finding a really nice deep twist. Move the ribs. Move the belly. Okay, as you're ready, take your last breath in your twist, really resetting, recalibrating your whole spine. As you're ready, we're gonna spin ourselves out of that one. Okay, let's drop the left knee back to the floor, but this time no longer in that half straddle position. We're more facing out toward the right knee, and we'll turn this into a fold. So remember, a little bend or a lot in the right knee, something though, a little flex, and then we're gonna roll the heart out over the knee. And just take a fold here. Take several breaths. You might close your eyes and lengthen the back of your neck up toward the ceiling. With each breath, find a little more spaciousness in the back of your body. Okay, so you want to think of maybe a slight kick down in that right heel, like the right heel is slightly pushing down against the earth. Okay, you might want to think of the spine being really long here. Okay, nice fold, really spreading open all the tissue across obviously the whole back of the right leg, but then all the way up, maybe even to the back of your neck. How about one more breath in this lovely fold? Folds are also a great abdominal massage, getting all the organs really wrung out. Okay, we're gonna extract slowly, so walk yourself out very gently. Okay, drop your hands behind you so that the fingers point sort of back towards you and the elbows are bent. And we'll stamp both feet out on the floor in front, nice and strong in the legs here. We're gonna push the earth away. So take a few breaths in a reverse plank pose, okay? Arms and legs pushed down. When we think of lifting the tailbone or the hips up to the sky. Hold and breathe just a few breaths. Remember to lift the heart up. Should be a nice stretch in your shoulders and hips. And I always want to cultivate a little tuck in the chin so the neck is long. Okay, last breath here in your reverse plank, maybe even stepping your feet out to extend your legs. But we want to think of putting all 10 toesies on the ground. And as you're ready, lower your hips to the floor with control. And when you land, we'll do the other side. So this time, we'll have the left leg be the long leg out to the left in our half straddle shape. We'll have the right heel tucked in so that the right knee points to the right. Okay, half of a straddle. Put some bend in the left knee. Okay, you could put a micro bend if you like, but something. And then we have left hand to right hip, right arm up, extending that right side. Okay, but we have to be very careful here to keep the shoulder away from the ears. It's very tempting. So as you're ready, inhaling, ground into the right hip, lengthen that right side. Exhaling, reach overhead to the left, just far enough, as far as you want to. Okay, inhaling up, ground into the right hip. Exhaling, lengthen over to the left. Big lower back stretch. Again, up. And reach. Okay, how about one more? Just building a little bit more warmth. Up. And reach. Now let's hold this one, okay? Maybe settling into it a bit more, supporting your upper body with the left elbow on the left thigh. Okay, a nice little column of support. And then we are free to cactus the right arm and think of looking at the ceiling under it. Hold and breathe, okay? Finding a big twisting open movement in that upper chest or upper back and chest. Okay, maybe we take the left elbow and kind of hook it inside the left knee and deepen that twisting feeling. but we need to make sure the right hip is grounded. And notice how that changes things when we ground a little bit. Holding and breathing in your big side stretch. Always finding length in the spine when you can. Staying present in the intricacies of the postures. Even these little grounded postures can be so intricate, I think. Okay, one more breath here in your shape. And then bring your hands down as you exhale so you can support yourself on the way up. And we can turn this into a twist just by picking up the right knee and hugging it in. Give it a nice hug, really lifting the heart in toward that knee. And then when the right hip kind of softens up a little bit, then it feels nicer to start twisting, I think. So then just the left arm holds the right knee, but keep it close. And the right hand sweeps behind to make a twist. Remember to lengthen the spine and make the most of your twist by breathing deeply. It is so powerful. Just the deep breathing in a twist, it can reset the whole torso. Maybe you want to deepen the twist. You want to hook the left elbow outside the right knee. And you can think of lifting the spine even taller from there. Okay, how about one more nice golden breath in this amazing twist? Should feel really good. And we can let it go. Okay, spinning back with control. Drop the knee back to the floor, the right knee back to the floor. But this time we're facing out toward the left foot. And we want to bend the knee a bit, of course, or a lot also. And just think of folding your heart out over that knee. So some folks like to bend the knee a lot here and make it more of a supported fold. And I think that's really cool. So that's one really super gentle option. Some folks like a medium bend. Okay, more of a long spine you can have there. It's really up to you. I'm just breathing here. Tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. In your folds, you can think about focusing on your exhales. And really capitalizing on this moment where your organs are getting massaged and detoxified. Folds are so wonderful. How about your last breath here in your well-earned forward fold, opening up and releasing across the whole back of your body. Okay, it's time to slowly extract. Take your time. Let's do a long extension of both the legs here. Take your hands behind you again. And we're just going to do some windshield wipers with the knees, shaking that off. Okay, time to rest. Go ahead and point the knees up. Point your hands at your toes, and we're going to roll the spine down nice and slow. Take your time coming down. But once you are, rest. Okay, you can spread your arms and legs out in a Shavasana or any other variation that is really cozy and feels nice. Okay, maybe put a little tuck in your chin, like in the back of your neck. I like to do a shoulder blade tuck here and just stick them underneath the rib cage so the palms flip up. And a nice hip external rotation feels good with the heels, with the toes flapping outward. And let your breath return to just natural, wild, and free breath. Okay. So ideally rest, but just like this for as long as you can. But this is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thanks so much.